Hey guys, welcome back to Her Circle podcast with Chandler and Ashley. We are here in the studio having a good time. Mm-hmm. We've done about 7 hours of recording so far and still going strong, still feeling good.
We're doing it.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably wrap up for today.
Yeah, I think so. Feels like a good, got a lot of good content. Got a lot of good,
cries, laughs,
laughs, cries, all kinds of spectrum of human emotion over here.
I feel like this weekend of recording really has been both. Like we had a lot of different laughs and stuff that we had, and then some tears.
Yeah,
but some good stuff.
And it's been fun. I know we both were really looking forward to coming back in here after watching most of our episodes play. And it just was really, to me, like inspiring. Like, I want to get in there. I know every time we come back in here, we're going to be just that much better, that much more seasoned as we sit here. Because it can be intimidating. Like, even just the first time when we sat down to record, it was like, oh my gosh,
we're really doing this.
Yeah, like we're really doing this. We're in a genuine, really nice looking studio. So we better
like meet the standards.
Exactly, kind of step up a little. So it's just been fun to watch our first 7, almost 8 episodes air and just kind of keep the ball rolling and figuring out what we like, what works for us, and kind of the tone. We were just talking before we actually started started this episode. We were just kind of discussing the tone, our intentions here, and we want it to be a place where people feel like they can connect with our experiences and what we've gone through, good and bad and heavy, but we also want it to be a light, fun, playful kind of tone that we have. And my husband does the podcasts for other people, and I think before we started, we were just kind of like, well, what's your advice? And all he said was cry. And
which I can cry very easily, and I can do a lot.
But I don't want every single episode to be this like emotional roller coaster of heaviness and challenges, because of course that's real life and everyone goes through that. But it's also, life is also meant to be enjoyed and to be kept light and to have fun.
Yeah.
So,
does sprinkle in, I think, some of the like easy fun episodes where we can just keep it light, simple, have fun with it, and you guys can just like listen in and just. It's not so heavy
all the time.
Laugh and or interact with us while we, speak on like the fun random things or little segments or games or whatever you want to call them.
So do you have what if questions or this or that questions?
I have this or that.
Okay, like, I have this or that too.
Which would you like, rather?
We can do, I bet some of ours are the same. So we just thought it would be fun to do like this or that questions. Just with each other and see
like what we would pick and maybe like
so we'll
why.
just kind of go back and forth like you do boom 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 boom,
Okay, you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay. Live without internet or live without air conditioning and heating?
Internet.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
I think I would choose internet
to live without.
Yeah, because technically my phone can do stuff without internet.
True.
Right? You just use your phone's...
And there's still like DVDs. Like you wouldn't need that for streaming.
Yeah. But heating?
Internet.
Oh, no.
Yeah. If we're talking summer, midsummer, Arizona, if you don't have air conditioning, you're not going to make it through this summer. You're done.
No.
So you might as well pack it up north.
Like that sounds miserable not to be able to... Or be one or the other. I would hate to be miserably cold.
True.
Like if I was summer cold, it's
but you can have like heating blankets and heat dishes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can add. There's only so much you could take off your body.
Yeah.
Like I guess if you're hot, it's like I can take off my clothes, but I can't take off anymore.
Yeah.
I guess if you're cold, you can like keep adding
I think
things.
Internet is the more realistic thing to live without.
Yeah,
for sure. That's just a luxury that we don't realize
is
a luxury.
I mean, I guess technically they're both luxuries.
That's true.
But this is like a luxury.
Yeah.
Like it's not for me personally. Like I don't need it. Like if I get overheated or too cold, you could die.
Yeah.
Like if I want to be like real, like you're not gonna die without internet.
Exactly. Coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Done. I mean, I love teas, but I think I drink coffee more often.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy a good coffee here and there.
Yeah, coffee for sure. But I do like me a good old. We've been doing. This was not the time to reach for water, like mid conversation for me. So I'll finish what I'm saying first and then reach for the water. We've been doing the tea. We like the traditional tea, like when we went to London and we did it in Canada.
Fun.
We did like a Christmas one, and it's just so fun.
Yeah, it's just fun to get a little fancy.
Yeah, it is fun, little fancy, little
tea time
sandwiches. And the teas in Canada, they had a lot.
Are they so good?
Yes, so good. And there were some they're kind of some weird ones, but we tried them, and just because they had a whole list, we didn't try it anywhere near.
Remember going to the tea place here?
Yes, and you
wear your little hats.
We have to have pictures of those somewhere.
For sure, we do. I know exactly where they are. I can get them when we get home. I'm pretty sure.
Yes, because we did. We were so cute.
So cute. And the tea was so good.
You're probably the first person I had tea with.
Yeah,
oh, now I think about that.
Yeah, lucky you.
How funny. Lucky you.
My grandma would come from California, and she found this place, and she took me and all my aunts.
She was classy.
She was very classy.
Beautiful.
She loves a good tea time.
Yeah. So does my other friend Ashley, the one that I stay with. When we travel, they live in by the airport. I love them. They're seriously the greatest. But her grandma loves a good tea time.
I love that.
She's a little classy lady too. So they go to tea quite often.
All the time. So cute.
So I'm like, that's so adorable. They'll go to different themed teas and stuff, and I'm like, I love that so much.
I want to start going with Liv in the winter, doing a tea time with her for like a Christmas tea. I think that would be really fun to start.
That would be cute, like a little tradition to do every winter. Yeah. That would be fun. I told Caitlin and Hannah that one time they needed to, when they came down, we needed to do that because there's places in Dallas you could do that.
Yeah,
and they would have fun. I mean, we've been spoiled, and the times we've done it have been internationally.
Yeah,
but I definitely think there's places in Dallas that
absolutely
would live
that
up
can
to the
hold
hype.
up to it.
Yeah,
for sure.
Okay, I feel like hold on. Oh, okay. This one's kind of interesting. No, I don't want to do that one.
No, you got to do it.
Okay. Well, because it's kind of something that we talked about yesterday with powers.
Oh, okay.
And stuff. And so we said we didn't want to be able to read minds. But would you rather have the ability to read minds or control emotions? So yourself or someone else's?
Yeah,
I don't want to control someone else's emotions. That's not my job.
Yeah, if I had to choose, I guess I would choose read minds because I don't want to control other people.
Oh, yeah. I said, would you rather know what people are thinking or have the power to influence their feelings? I don't like any of that. I can't play that.
Yeah, that's too big. That's too big for me.
Okay, get everything you want immediately or work hard and earn your dreams? I mean, let's be real. I wouldn't mind.
Instant
we just live in such an instant gratification world, which I really hate because of the work ethic. But obviously, if I were to be able to pick, it would be nice to just
of course,
have things that
you want instantly.
Yeah,
yeah.
I hate to say that because that's one of my biggest things right now is that the work ethic and effort and not having something instantly and working towards something. The gratification to that is not a thing anymore. I feel like the generations below us are losing that, and I'm kind of scared.
Yeah,
for things to come of is ChatGPT writing your papers and you don't have to think for yourself. But I mean, I guess hypothetically that would be kind of nice.
Yeah. All right. Cats or dogs? I already know my answer.
Well, I mean, I would probably say dogs.
Same.
I'm fond of cats.
Are you?
I really am. I would have one if Ryan wasn't allergic.
Oh.
I like the fact that I think they're more low maintenance. I feel like I can relate to them more. They're not as hyper.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're less overwhelming and less but Ryan would die. So
yeah,
that's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. I would choose a dog. I've never been a cat person.
That's fair. We've always had cats growing up.
You did?
Yeah.
I've always had dogs growing up.
Yeah. I mean, we had dogs too, but
yeah, Allie.
I mean, at one point in in Atlanta, we had 6 cats. Granted, it wasn't really all by choice. It was all some of it was kind of accidental.
Yeah, and you know how when you're saying that with all the cats and accidental, Shelly would be a really cool person to talk to.
Yeah, Shelly has a farm.
Well, she just is always helping animals in need. I can't. There's been so many texts of Facebook posts of her like, hey, I found this dog, or and
she has a farm in her house.
She's this really cool example of she just finds these little animal souls that need a place and love, and she just is really good at like seeing the need and filling the need.
Like she's had raccoons. She's had
I've met one of her raccoons.
Bottle fed them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she's
a very tender,
funny.
kind spirit, and I just think she's amazing.
That's one of my mom's. They've known my mom's best friends. Known her forever. Also, jewelry. So your dad gets to work with her too. So that's kind of a funny little like connection.
Fun connection, yeah.
So always tell the truth or always tell a comforting lie.
Truth.
Yeah, me too. Wow, you answered that quick.
No brainer.
Is honesty more important to you, even if it could hurt someone, or would you choose to protect others' feelings? Is what it was like.
I would hope that in my honesty, I have tact.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like at the end of the day, I think honesty is going to benefit that person better, whether it's hurtful or not, or in that moment or later on. Yeah. I think the truth is always better.
Exactly.
So
honesty is the best policy.
Yes.
Netflix or YouTube?
Netflix.
Yeah,
I don't use YouTube.
If you ask my kids,
technically, I guess now, but
yeah. What's funny is my kids. Well, I don't really let them watch YouTube freely because there's just things on there that are, and there's things anywhere that are not appropriate. But like Liv loves this channel called the Fun Squad, and it's fine, whatever. But there's a limit where I'm like, all right, I can't do this anymore. And so she had asked for Christmas for a Fun Squad t-shirt. So of course Santa delivered the Fun Squad t-shirt, and she was wearing it, and our little friends next door came over, and they're like, or she's like, look, it's my Fun Squad t-shirt. And they're like, we were watching them this morning. So I think a lot of like younger kids, all they watch is YouTube.
Interesting. Yeah, that wasn't.
And I'm pretty strict on shows that my kids can watch. Especially with Liv, I noticed if I just let her watch whatever, like she gets mean, she's very grumpy, so she has to watch extremely low, like she can watch Rugrats because it's a very like, and I can stand that show for a while. Oh no! What in the world?
Okay, wait.
Hold, please.
Microphone just fell off.
I don't know what happened.
Wait, what? Let me see if
I caught it.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Just keep it balanced. Calling our tech guy. At least I caught it. So we got that going for us. Hey, the microphone, I caught everything. Everything's fine. I think Chandler's fixing it. It just slipped, and I caught it in my lap. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh. No, nothing spilled. We caught everything. It was nowhere nearly as catastrophic. I just don't know if you want to come in and just check on it. Hey, it was me this time.
Yes. I rigged it.
You did. I knew it.
I loosened it up.
And this part came out right here, too. This part just like slipped off into and I caught the microphone in my lap.
And then I pushed the table back. I just tightened it.
Is it okay? And so is this supposed to happen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm scared to let it go. Okay. Is it good? Okay.
She said it was me this time. I said I rigged it, so it fell on her.
I knew it.
You have to cut all that out.
Yeah.
Or not.
We'll leave some of it in.
Yeah, it might be
well,
fun.
at least dropping, and then we'll just cut back to like. Am I okay like this? Because I was sitting like this, or I was sitting like this. Am I fine right here? Okay, I'm just making sure.
All right, and we're back. Wow, that was fun.
Minus technical difficulties.
Mike just fell off the stand.
Yeah,
so
I caught it, so it's okay. But that was odd.
Better than last time scenario.
Look, it's moving again.
At least everything.
Right?
No.
Is it moving?
I mean, that's moving.
Okay, is that all that's
But like
happening?
the mic's not coming off.
Okay.
Maybe that needs to be tightened.
Here.
Oh, I feel like that is tightened. Righty tighty, lefty loosey.
Yeah, this part is not tight.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Okay. Let me call Heston back.
Oh yeah, hold it.
Yeah.
It's still slipping. Can you come back?
Yeah, I'm calling.
Don't sound so annoyed. This is your job, man.
I tried to do without him. Oh, there we go.
Bye.
Is he pooping? It sounded like an echo.
Maybe.
He's like, dang it. Oh yeah.
It was just like when I settled it, it like moved into me. It's not staying.
It's like not staying on the.
See?
Yeah, that looks way more secure.
Yeah, it just like, because I was talking and then it was like
Slowly, like,
slowly
moving
coming
into
into
her.
me, into my space.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, honey. Sorry.
Bye again.
Hey, don't give me that look, man. Rude.
He
Good.
probably did that
Yeah.
when he was in here earlier.
Bye.
Probably did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not denying it.
He's not denying it.
We're back again.
Okay, back again.
Sorry, guys.
This
Tef-
microphones are
technical
apparently very
difficulties.
tedious.
Yeah, I mean, why?
I don't know.
It's fine.
I don't
Till
know.
now.
I'm glad why we were sitting down and I was here to catch it,
Oh.
but it's good to know. Anyways,
Got some the rug on.
so
me.
we were discussing YouTube or
Yeah.
Netflix,
Yeah.
and I was saying, Liv, I have to be very strict with the shows that she's allowed to watch. It can't be like the bulging kind
Yeah.
of shows like Coco Melon. But she can do like Rugrats because the music's very muted, the drawing's
Yeah.
very muted. It's not so overstimulating for her.
Yeah.
But a lot of kids really are YouTube fans, these talentless YouTube stars. So
Yeah. I mean,
I don't get it. It's not my generation.
Yeah, there's some
So-
things that's like we didn't do that. We had Rugrats. That's what I would watch.
I love Rugrats. I bet she'd like the Wild Thornberries and stuff too. Remember that show?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That'd be good.
That was kind of a funny one.
Yeah, it was. You good?
Never experience fear or never experience regret.
Probably fear.
Yeah.
I don't really. I think choosing to feel regret is a choice.
Yeah. Well,
Choosing, obviously.
yeah. I mean, I feel like fear is kind of the same. I guess you could choose not to be fearful.
True.
But I feel like regret, I look at it differently than fear. Like, I feel like everything happens for a reason type of thing. Like,
Yeah.
fear, it's like, okay, like, I would like to be able to, like, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
not be scared of snakes or
Sure.
spider. You know, just like things like that would be nice to just, like, not have to think about. Or heights for people or flying for some, you know, things like that would be nice. to just be like,
Not worry about
be
it.
brave. You
Yeah.
wouldn't be scared to try things. It might be beneficial.
Yeah.
Be able to jump out and be like, cool, I'll do this. No fears.
Beach vacation or mountain retreat.
That's actually a really hard one
It
for
is
me.
a hard one.
I feel like my brain goes to beach right away, but a beautiful like cabin, like in the mountains, just like relaxing, just like overlooking, I don't know, would be like phenomenal. But I love the heat. I love the beach. I love pools, beach, summer, sunshine. And then think of like St. Simon's, like I just like going to do that stuff. But
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know though. I feel like that's what I would probably lean towards.
Yeah.
But
You would like Bear Lake in Utah because
Yeah.
it's like a mountain, but there's a lake there.
yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
I like a good body of water.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really matter what.
I agree.
But I feel like will lean into beach, but I don't know. That's a hard one because a mountain,
Yeah, once you've
mountain
experienced a good mountain vacation, you kind of, your eyes kind of open a little bit.
Stuff to do there too, like with like the hiking outdoors, like lakes. If you have a lake, I don't know. It's just, if you're there in the snow, you could have a nice little winter wonderland, skiing, sledding. Like, I don't know. I think
pros and cons to both.
Yeah, that's a hard one. Have a job you love and make little money, or have a job you hate but make a lot of money.
Of course, making a lot of money makes things easier.
Yeah.
But what is there?
What cost?
You need to weigh the cost. You need to do a cost benefit analysis.
Yeah.
Is the cost too high for the benefit?
Yeah.
So it just depends on your threshold and how much you're willing to take. So, of course, I would love to. The dream is to do what you love and make a decent living. That's of course the dream.
Yeah.
I think for most people. But I would probably choose do what I love and enjoy it for less money.
I feel like I would too. I was thinking, I'm like, how much is the hate? Like, is it like, this is kind of annoying? Like, can I just like work through it? But I'm like you. It's like, I don't know. That one's hard. Because it's like, I don't think money is obviously everything, but it does make things easier to where
it
it's
can
like,
solve a lot of problems.
Then is there some way I could still do the things I love because I have the like cushion of the money that I can like take the time to do that?
Yeah.
Like what, I guess it kind of depends. Like, is there a way I could make it like almost like a hobby?
Yeah.
Could I do, yeah, that's hard. But I feel like, I think it definitely, now that like I'm doing it, it's nice to be able to do what you like to do over, not that I didn't like doing, but
Sure.
Ability, this one's easy. Ability to communicate with animals or speak every language fluently.
Every language fluently.
I was thinking that last night, that's just funny, about like certain things and like topics and just like whatever just randomly goes to my head. And I was like, one of the things I really wish I could do, like if I could have like any power, any ability, I wish I could speak like multiple
That'd be really
languages.
cool.
I think it would be so cool.
Like, of course, talking to animals would be great, but like I don't come in contact with like my dog. I don't need to hear what she's thinking all the time.
Or like gorilla. Like, what am I gonna?
Yeah. How am I gonna be
like
beneficial
when I go to the
you?
zoo once every couple years. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm not coming in contact with really awesome animals that I would like to hear what they.
I guess if I could, I probably would.
That you would put
use
yourself
it to
in
your
those
benefit,
positions.
I guess.
Sure.
I could use somehow to benefit things, but I definitely. The language, I think it'd be cool to be able to pop anywhere, and just talk and not have a problem and be able to communicate with people and their cultures and their stuff.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
City life or country life?
Country. I am not
Easy.
No city for me.
Yeah, agreed.
I don't have a city bone in my body. I like visiting cities,
right?
But get me out of there.
Be in there. Yeah. No, thank you.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
Let's hear it.
Would you rather find true love, but then like your life is short, like you don't really like live, or live and never have love, like live a long life, but not have love in it?
About the other day.
Yeah,
I'd rather have love for a short time. Yeah. Road trip or airplane ride?
Airplane.
Yeah,
get me there quicker.
Yeah, let's get this thing
time
over.
For this, yeah. I mean, I guess the benefits of driving is it's usually cheaper, but I'm like, get me out now.
If cost is not in the effect. Or in the equation, what would be nice is to do like get a really nice RV, and travel. I could see doing that
because you can like break, and it's
you have a little bit more freedom in the journey. You're not just trying to get to the destination.
Yeah, it's like the whole process is part of it.
The vacation.
It's not like once I get there, then I agree.
And I could see like my family with my kids. I think we'd all do very well in an RV, just us 5. I think that we would have a good experience. So maybe one year we'll rent an RV and drive to Florida. Yeah. That would be kind of cool.
That would be cool.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. Never feel physical pain again or never feel emotional pain again?
Physical.
Yeah.
You need the emotional pain. It's what makes you
I can deal without hurting.
Yeah, but you also have to know when you are getting hurt, because there are people who have a disorder where they don't feel pain. So you can have you don't know your hand's burning. Do you know what I mean? Like you're touching something that's hot. So you'd have to be very, very aware.
But then if it's hot and it hurts me, then I wouldn't feel it anyway. So then I just let it heal.
But you've damaged your skin. Now you're open to infection.
then I wouldn't.
It gets
yeah.
worse.
Yeah.
Or you break your leg, like those things, or you have internal injuries.
Yeah.
You know, so you just, if you can't feel physical pain, you're going to have to go to the doctor a lot more to make sure nothing is going on, because physical pain is necessary. It keeps you alive.
Yeah,
it keeps
that's
you safe.
true. Because you know you're like, yeah.
Exactly.
That's
so
true.
If you don't have physical pain to tell you when you've passed your threshold,
yeah.
you can get into some dangerous territory.
Yeah, I definitely would pick that over
emotional
pain. Like,
yeah.
I would rather not feel pain, because I think of like
Yes.
everyday things, like just like
stubbing my
slight
toe.
things, yeah, or just like, ow, my hips hurt right now.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here.
Exactly.
It'd be nice not to.
Yeah.
Or just like if you bump something or whatever, cut
Yeah.
yourself, and you
You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't mind just going to doing checkups. That's fine. I can do that.
Do you have to do like a full body scan
Yeah,
every
just
6 months or so?
Just check me out.
Yeah, that was good. Sushi or tacos?
Oh, that's hard.
What about a sushi taco?
Oh, yum. I don't know. That probably has been the hardest question out of these.
I would prefer tacos. I
Because
think
I
sushi I can
love
get tired
sushi.
of though. But like if that's like you can never, that's your only food you can eat, or just
which
in
one,
general?
this or
What
that?
would you
Which
choose?
would you like better?
Yeah,
That's hard because
I like it. I tacos because you can. There's a lot you can do with sushi, too.
Yeah. That really is really hard for me.
That one's tough
Because there's times where I'm like, ooh, taco goes hard, but there's times where I'm like, I need sushi. You
Yeah.
know? I might lean towards sushi.
There's a lot of
Maybe.
variations,
But there's a lot of variations of tacos too.
Yeah.
Mexican food always goes hard.
It does, and I could eat it every single day.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. That's
that's
a hard
one to think on.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. That's a hard one. Maybe sushi. Never be able to laugh again or never be able to cry again?
Ooh,
Cry.
probably cry because
Yeah, I like laughing.
I love laughing.
Yeah.
I like
And I
laughing
could
at other
really-
people. Just kidding.
No, but seriously. You're like, I'm not kidding.
I'm just
kidding, but
joking.
not really. But like crying, I could probably handle a little less of.
Yeah.
I cry a lot, but
I think crying is good to be able to show that you can do it. And I
Yeah.
think that it helps people connect with you a lot more. And I think it's good for your kids to see you cry
Yeah.
and stuff and get emotional and handle that. But laughing is way more important.
Yeah.
You know, that would
I
be
agree.
miserable not to be able to
Because like
laugh.
I think about like Ryan, I really haven't seen him cry that much, and he does just fine with
Yeah.
like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
like
you don't need you don't need to cry to show that
Necessarily
you're
point.
sad. But I
Yeah.
feel like you do need to laugh to
that's
like
part of like
get
joy,
other people
yeah.
laughing, to feel the happiness and the joy yourself.
And like laugh at yourself. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I agree. I think crying I could do without crying.
That one was a good one.
Yeah.
Superhero powers or time travel? I'm for superhero powers
I don't know. I think time travel would be so fun.
with no consequences of the time traveling.
Yeah, I just think it'd be so fun to see. I don't
Everything.
know. Yeah,
Everything
but also
at the time.
too, I think in my head, I'm like, this is just me going like over the top. I don't think I was made to know all these things and do all that. There's a reason. Like I'm not. So maybe superheroes,
Yeah.
and they could just be like really cool and fly around. Mm-hmm. I don't
Super
know.
strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speed. Have one wish granted now or 3 wishes granted in 10 years. Like you could do one immediately or wait 10 years and have 3.
I'd probably wait. 10 years is
I
nothing.
feel like I could do that.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I could think of, I guess, if there was something like really serious in this moment that like you wanted to like change, I guess.
Yeah.
But
If I had to pick like one wish now, and it's funny, I talked about this with my kids, or at least little Heston, that I would pick for anyone like that I love to have perfect health.
yeah.
Like you're never getting sick, even
Yeah.
just with a cold.
Yeah.
You will always feel 100% all the
Yeah.
time. No sickness, no illness, like
That'd be
maybe
nice.
not even aging at this point.
Yeah.
But I just always feel like if I could pick like perfect health, because I think of my mom.
Yeah.
Like if I had one wish and I couldn't even pick other people
Yeah.
to have perfect health, if I could fix my mom's health and her just have her body be back in perfect condition, like I would choose that wish
Yeah.
now for sure. But 10 years, what's 10 years?
Yeah, I feel like that's my first initial like.
Yeah. But I love
yeah.
the perfect health one. I think that's what I would absolutely wish for.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good wish. I don't know what I would wish for right now, but
Because I'm tired of dealing with sick kids. No sickness from my kids either.
yeah, that would be nice.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Because I always feel like anytime we're going to go somewhere, that's when someone's like, I have a sore throat or my ears hurt. And it's like, why can't we just be okay?
Yeah, like why? Why is there always something?
Yeah, it's always something. Anyways.
Is it me? Thought I did that one.
Oh, yeah, you did. Concert or movie night?
Movie night.
Me too.
I do love me a good concert, and we go to concerts a lot, and they're fun. But I'm inside, not a lot of people kind of gal.
Same.
So like overall, yeah.
Yeah.
Always have to sing instead of speak, or always have to dance instead of walk.
Oh, those are both absolutely horrific. Are you good at singing and dancing, or is it just
I don't know.
how our ability is now?
If it's now, I'm screwed.
Either way.
I feel like I would have to do the dance. I don't know. Maybe
I'd choose the
yeah.
dancing because the singing thing would get old.
Like if I could sing, maybe I wouldn't mind it.
But even if you could sing, that would get very old.
Yeah, but so with dancing.
But you're moving, you're active, like you're always like, I'm having fun, I'm having a good time.
I guess that's
Unless
true.
you're bummed out, then I guess you could do like a little slow, a little slow dance, you know.
Yeah,
so I would choose the
I feel like I would
dancing.
choose dancing.
Plus, I feel like it'd keep you limber. It'd be like a good exercising. That's okay.
Yeah.
People would stare a lot more at you if you were just
or they
singing
might be
all
like
the time.
Yeah, it's like a musical.
Yikes! Sounds like my nightmare. Chocolate or vanilla? Chocolate.
Chocolate, yeah. Yeah, I think so. Fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck.
Ooh, probably I don't know. The thought of ton of little tiny ducks is scary. They can get vicious. There's this park that's by our house it's like a fishing.
They're duck-sized horses. So it'd be 100 horses that are duck-sized or one giant duck. I would do the 100 horses.
Yeah, little
horses.
Little
That'd be kind of cute. They'd be like this
so
big.
Cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus,
I don't think they'd be scary.
Their mouths wouldn't be that big.
Yeah, a
They wouldn't
big
be able to
duck
bite.
would.
Big ducks are
Ducks are
alone
scary,
are so scary. Like I was saying, at that park by our house, you can feed these ducks.
Yeah.
But if you're not feeding them behind the gate, they will come out and they're not afraid of you.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm afraid of them.
Yeah.
And chickens.
They're not afraid of you. These ones are funny. I have some funny ones. I have some funny ones. What's yours next one?
Stay in or go out, which I think that's stay in.
Yeah.
Winter sports or summer sports? Sorry, jumped ahead. Summer? Yeah.
Like I watched the summer. I mean, I watched some of the Winter Olympics, but I'm more excited about the Summer Olympics.
Yeah, definitely.
That's how I do that one. This one is what I said to you earlier. Have fingers for toes or toes for fingers?
Fingers.
Like, would you have toes on your fingers?
I'd rather have finger toes.
Yeah, I think I would too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could hide those easier.
You can hide that better. Yeah. Yikes. Read the book or watch the movie?
That one's hard because
oh really? I thought
I
that
love
would be a
reading,
no-brainer.
but I love when they make a good book into a movie because then it's almost like my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of see it, even if it's not perfectly the same.
I'd rather read the book.
Thought. Well, the books are always better. I feel like and more detailed, but I think it's always fun to like kind of bring out what I had in my head.
Yeah,
like I'm really excited for the books I'm reading now to be real. Like,
are they making them into?
I'm pretty sure they are at some point. So
that's exciting.
It's just kind of a fun. But I mean the book.
Yeah,
but it always excites me when certain books are for sure.
Yeah.
Always have a bad hair day, or always have something stuck in your teeth.
Ooh.
Hair day.
Really?
I think so. I don't know. I always have something stuck in my teeth, so maybe that one. I think I
would choose the thing in my teeth.
Yeah, I probably would too. Now that I say it enough, because I feel like your mouth is kind of covered enough.
Yeah,
your hair
can
is
hide it. Like if you know, okay, I always have this in my teeth. You just would be aware of that. Yeah. Hair is you can't hide it.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, I'd probably do the teeth for sure.
I don't have any more questions.
Talk like Yoda or talk like a pirate?
Pirate.
Yeah, me too. have a pet dinosaur or a pet dragon?
Dragon.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons.
Yeah, for obvious reasons.
Saddle up.
It's literally the books I'm reading right now, so that's of course
Yeah.
like my head. Yes. Wear a clown nose for the rest of your life, or wear PJs everywhere.
PJs.
I freaking love me a good PJs. That's
That's
not even
basically
like,
what I do
That's
already.
not even a this or that. Would anybody pick the clown nose?
I don't know. Psychopaths, maybe.
Oh, this is funny. These questions. I love it. Have spaghetti for hair or maple syrup for sweat?
Maple syrup.
Yeah. Just get ready and
Yeah.
go from your workout, drain it.
Well,
and
you
put it
would
on your
always
protein
smell
pancake.
good. Exactly.
Like who would want
Is it
spaghetti for
Canadian
hair?
maple syrup?
Yeah, specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't know. Maybe. Okay. Be able to turn invisible, but only when no one is looking. Or be able to fly, but only at 2 inches above the ground. Like it's kind of hovering.
It's a good hover would be cool.
I feel like, because you still feel like you can get places quick.
Mm-hmm.
You would just it wouldn't be like
Yeah.
up in the air.
Yeah. And you wouldn't really draw attention to yourself, so that's
Yeah.
a bonus.
I feel like hovering. I don't know why I would need to be invisible.
Mm-hmm. Nothing good comes from that.
Like, I don't know what the benefit of invisibility would be. Unless I was doing something I shouldn't be doing.
yeah.
So,
Unless you're being secretive in your Scorpio ways.
yeah, because I'm so secretive, so sneaky. Always have a song stuck in your head, or always have an itch you can't scratch.
I basically live with the song stuck in my head
Yeah.
at all times,
Kid
anyways.
song. I would hate to never
Yeah.
scratch. The thought of it right now is driving me crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that sounds awful. I hate, if I can't get to a scratch or like you had a
I'm
cast
panicking.
and you can't get it, you're just like, ugh.
Yeah, basically 99% of the time there's some song playing up, queued
Yeah.
up in my brain anyways. So it's how I exist already.
Ew, this one's gross. I'm going to skip that one. Always wear socks with sandals or always wear flip-flops with the suit. I don't wear a suit, so socks with sandals.
Yeah,
I guess
socks.
always having to wear flip-flops with something nicer, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like always wearing flip-flops or having to wear socks with sandals, I guess.
I guess I always wear flip-flops probably. But I do like
Yeah.
my socks.
Yeah, I do like
So.
socks too.
But I'd probably choose flip-flops.
But I don't like my toes being cold.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not really that cold here.
Mm-mm.
I wouldn't mind wearing socks with sandals. Mom does that. She wears her toe socks with her sandals. Have to sneeze but never be able to, or have the hiccups forever. Oh, those are both awful.
Those are both terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the sneeze, because hiccups hurt after a while.
Mm-hmm.
And at least, like, I guess I could do other stuff. Like, it just would be there. But hiccup would, like interrupt everything.
Yeah. One time when I was little, one of my neighbors, had a weird thing with hiccups, and she couldn't stop hiccuping for, a month.
That seems weird.
Yeah, it was super weird. I'd be curious if that, was actually what was going on, or if that's just what I heard, and
That's
just
weird.
assumed that she'd had the hiccups for a month or so.
I mean, I feel like I've heard stuff about, people having, weird, what's that show where they have, weird,
Medical and all that.
yeah. And
Well,
it's
on Grey's Anatomy, her stepmom comes in and dies from the hiccups.
oh,
Remember?
yeah. That's just weird.
Yeah.
So I'm, wonder if it was just something,
Fluke.
weird.
Yeah.
Only be able to communicate through mime
Okay.
or to communicate through interpretive dance.
Mime.
Yeah. I feel like mime's a little subtle, more
Energy.
subtle than,
Yeah.
than
There's
just
interpretive dance.
dragging and interpretive dancing.
You'd probably be in really good shape.
Yeah,
though.
that was the last one I had. I thought
Okay.
it was funny. Well, I have some no, those ones are quick ones. Those ones are a little bit more. I wanted to add in some more weird ones.
Yeah.
Weird
Those are
ones.
fun. I
Those were
like that.
funny. I was like, so if you guys have any others, or if you want to give your opinions
Yeah, if you'd
on
like
ones
to
that
share
you
what you
really
would prefer,
strong about,
feel
that
passionate
we were
about,
wrong.
and have a good reason behind it,
Defend
let us know.
yourself.
We'd love to hear it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like that was a fun little just one to throw
Mix it
in
up a
with
little.
mix it up with a little bit, little lighthearted of
Yeah.
this or that.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Well, that
Well-
wraps up our weekend here in the
Yeah.
studio, and now we're going to go have some pot roast at my parents' house
Yeah, sometime with the
with the
with
fam.
the fam. I get now. Well, no, I get to. You get to see them more. But
Yeah.
I get to see.
I still miss my
fam.
kids spent the night at my parents' house last night, minus the baby, and I miss them a lot. I've
Yeah.
already FaceTimed them two or three
I would
times.
say probably
so
a couple times. Yeah.
yeah, I'm excited to give them a squeeze, and they always ask me about what we did in here, and it's fun to tell them that we talked about you.
Yeah.
And I was telling Chandler, because we're hopefully next time going to have a couple of amazing women join us in here for a session each. And I was telling Chandler I would love to have Liv in here.
Yeah.
I even thinking about it, I'm getting emotional. Just the thought of like having my beautiful daughter in this space with me and asking her questions. And she's an amazing, amazing little girl, and I'm honored to be her mom, and I'm honored to have a window into watching her grow up, and I know she's going to be a force.
I think it would be fun to have a cute little, like, just like innocent, fun perspective of just like questions that we could ask and just see what fun stuff she like comes up with.
Plus, she's just so stinking cute.
Yeah, she really is cute. She'd make us look bad. So
yes, she would. She can take this over eventually. Maybe
she can be the co-host.
Yeah.
When I'm not here, she can just jump in the seat and be like, okay,
That'd
baby
be so
mini
fun.
co-host. But I think it would be fun to have Ron. It'd be fun little like
would
questions.
just be special for both of us. I think we talked about having Hannah come in. And Caitlin, and so
we have some people that we want to come on. So that will be fun to interview them and just have them share their stories and opinions and things. So, but yeah, looking forward to
everything that's coming towards us, and excited to share these episodes with you guys.
Thank you guys for tuning in for another one.
Always appreciate the listeners.
We will see y'all next time.
It'll still technically be next week. It'll just be in
here. For us,
months.
it won't be, but for you guys, it will be. So
love to all of you.
Yeah, and thank you.
Yep.